so dramatic, this thing. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for the bits, Cam. I wish I could afford, like, one of those lav mics. Also, Bobby, yes, I do wear eyeliner occasionally. Usually I don't because I'm blind, actually. I'm, like, super blind whenever I try and do anything. But it doesn't help, you know? Alright, let me try something crazy here. Let me try something absolutely mental. Dude, no, this is crazy. This is crazy. So, already, big difference from whenever I do any sort of normal baking, which is the fact that I'm not cranking music right now. What kind of music do you guys like to listen to when you cook, if you cook? Do you guys cook? You should be cooking. You should be cooking more. And that's totally not me saying the exact same thing to myself either. Get your boom situation under control. Hey, I play video games. I'm not allowed to, but if I was, I'd listen to jazz rock. Who's stopping you from listening to jazz rock? Do you live in the town from Footloose? Cool. So, we're actually gonna start baking. For today's recipe, you will need a couple bowls. They do have to be this exact same color. Otherwise, it's not gonna be the same. Any of the brands that I'm using today don't actually matter that much. You can use whatever you want. No one's paid me for anything on this stream. If they'd like to, you can find my contact details somewhere. Did no testing before the stream. I have limited time. This is the cheapest unsalted butter that I was able to get. I'm gonna use the biggest bowl I've got, actually. Generally, big ass bowl. What's the size of this one? This is a 5 quarts bowl, which isn't a real measurement, by the way. 5 quarts? Bullshit. So I'm using gram measurement, because gram measurement's less superior, and it also means that I have to do less cleanup. Thanks for the hydrating, guys. You know, it's summer right now. I might just have, like, dead on enough. If I do, that's incredibly sick, because what we need is a very specific amount. No cattias. I tried to actually find them for today, and I have no idea where they are. It upsets me how effortlessly funny you can be sometimes. Give me the comedy funny, man. Thank you, I went to school for it. Yeah, this is sensory hell. That's the main thing for this stream. Alright, cool chat. Bro, wait, that oven's got so many dials, sick. That's a normal amount of dials. You just gotta sit there and smile.
It's very cute.
Everyone say bye to Bam. What are you gonna do? That one's got so many dials. Also, yeah, no, I did technically go to comedy. I did a comedy class, which is crazy. Alright, how many grams of butter is it? Everything that I had left was perfect. It's like 2 grams too much, but also, baking is a science, except when I don't care about it and when I don't want it to be. Welcome to the stream, Lindy. It's great to have you. Normally you would cube this. That's kind of actually what I should do. Walter, you're gonna cube your butter. You're gonna cut them up into small chunks. You want to keep the butter cold, Walter. Also, what kind of cookies are you making that need to be cold? The cookies don't need to be cold, you maniac. The butter needs to be cold. That is an ingredient. That is an ingredient in the cookie. Alright? Why do your cookies need to be cold? What are you talking about? Can you guys even hear me over the ridiculous jingling of these goddamn bells? I've done that. Cold butter is cold cookies. You're absolutely wrong, and I think you need to be blown up. Guards, get his ass. Alright, we want cold butter. We want to move a little bit quickly, a little swiftly, a little bit with a bit of urgency, chat. And you want to wash your hands. If you don't wash your hands, you get a visit from my mobster buddy, Salmonella. Oh, out here cooking with unwashed hands. I'm gonna blow you up. I'm just gonna, like that, you're done. OddSok fighting the does not wash his hands allegation. Can you guys actually hear me? Or is it just jingling? Because I can barely hear my goddamn thoughts. Alright, cool. This is the next one. We're gonna add 160 grams caster sugar. What's caster sugar? It's basically just a fine white sugar. You can just use white sugar. I'm not a cop. 160 grams of this bad boy. If you want to convert that to volume measurements because you're crazy for some reason, or I guess because you don't own a scale, which you should get a scale. Get a kitchen scale. You don't need a hyper precise scale. You don't need like a baking. I got 161. I'm gonna just Stream's over, guys. That's it. Okay, now. I skipped a step. What you're meant to do is break up the butter first. Which, I've got this little gizmo. This is a Danish dough whisk. Can't wait for the TikTok where it's just OddSok calmly cooking. And then he opens the oven and just fire pours out. Now, if you have a stand mixer because you're in a different fucking tax bracket, Odd, how do you feel about the fact that your chat is funnier than you? That one really works quite well, actually. I think the fact that my chat is funnier than me actually means if I'm having a particularly unfunny day, I know that the stream's gonna still be a really good one. I know that we'll still absolutely be killing it because I can always have somebody say something crazy and funny and then I can just react to it like a normal fucking person who has a job and goes outside. And then we've got the classic dynamic, you know, we got the straight man, not straight, but barely a man as well. Is my eyeliner smudged, chat? Would a fork not be easier? I used a fork when I made cookies and it was a lot easier than a whisk. I'm not using a soft whisk. That's different. This is a hard whisk. Lose glasses. Thanks, dick. What have you done? What the fuck have you done? I'm wearing cat ears. It's a fucking Wednesday. It's a Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. 10:40. Alright, cool. 160 grams. Back to the other step. Pasta sugar, and then we want to do 160 grams of light brown sugar. Now, what is light brown sugar? It's any sort of brown sugar that you can really be fucked bothering with. Oh my god, I can't see shit. It's the kind of sugar that you would normally use just when someone says brown sugar, you know? It's not the kind of brown sugar that you would use while making gingerbread, apparently. But also, I don't make gingerbread because I have better shit to do with my free time. Like, you know, bake on twitch.tv/oddsoklive without my glasses in the summer with an oven that is preheated to 200 degrees and is just emanating a terrible aura, frankly. What was I talking about? Open the... Oh my god. Kat, have you heard of the sunk cost fallacy? Do your glasses inject Adderall at all times? That's like brilliant business idea, whoever around me is that. Nobody clipped the like 2 minutes of me struggling to open brown sugar, by the way. Alright, so 160. How much is that? Come on. I definitely should have cut a bigger hole here. Yeah, once again, you ever hear of the sunk cost fallacy, chat? 160. So equal parts caster sugar or white sugar, whatever you want, and brown sugar. Come on! It's like I've already got this far. I don't want to like dirty another knife or a pair of scissors or something like that. Like normally I'm quite good at baking when I don't also have to hold a conversation effectively, a one-sided conversation in a silent hot kitchen. That's the real difficulty here. Oh my god, this shit is preheated twice. I'm sweating like fucking crazy, Chad. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Basically, the next step, you could call this creaming together the eggs and sugars. But we're not adding butter or any, egg or anything like that. So Bam's back, everybody. Did you say creaming together? Yeah, that is an actual term when it comes to these ones. So yeah, you could use a fork. You could use any sort of gizmo. I don't know. The general thing is that you want to kind of wang-jangle them together. Oh my gosh, wait, can we show shadows on stream? Oh my god, guys. Wooden spoon is my personal utensil of choice for creaming butter and sugar together. But we're not doing that. Here he is, guys. He's finally here. You idiot, what are you doing? I'm baking, shithead. That is stabbing, not creaming. I'm not creaming them together. We've established this. We've established that it's not a creaming process. Look at the cat. Put him on the big screen. Oh wait, there he is. He is wearing a nappy or a diaper. He's elderly. Be nice to him. Oh, I'll get your feet off the screen. The boy. I cannot for the cat. Fucking banned. All right. Yeah. So I'm not creaming it together. Here's more of what's happened. Seriously, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. We're not really creaming it together. We're kind of just making it into like a pebbly sort of texture. Okay, now it's good night time. Have fun. We're not creaming it together. It's a different process. I would, like, honestly, this is probably done. But I'm just pedantic and I want them to be different because we're going for a very different texture to a traditional cookie. Now, this is the bit that's going to piss you guys off. If you're expecting a creaming action, if you're expecting some... You're expecting anything to be creamed at the moment, it's not happening. Chat, what's your dream, your meat? You wanna... Next step's the fun part, which is adding chocolate. What's Noi up to? Noi's making sloppy joes. There's a whole side, like, B plot happening in the chat right now. Save yourself some money. Don't get chocolate chips, unless it's like crazy, like cheap. I'm using 400 grams of dark chocolate. I just use the cheap stuff. They're cookies, they'll taste good no matter what, alright? You ever get a haircut and you come out of it and you're like, holy shit, I look amazing. Does that ever happen to you guys? It's just such a good feeling when you get like a nice haircut. What do you think, chat? Big enough chunks? Some days I feel great about myself and then my partner says I look like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs? That's crazy. Do you though? Like, do you look like Steve Jobs? Whoa, is that Steve Jobs in the chat? Holy shit, that's an insane statement. I just hit my microphone. Chat, stream's over. That's my weak spot. You guys, don't tell anybody about my food. I'm not gonna be talking about that. We're moving on to a bunch of dry ingredients. You should clean up your workspace better than I do. I am not. I'm not doing a good job at it. I'm really not. Like, holy shit. Self-raising flour is one of my things. This is a cup. Relax. I'm not doing cup measurements. I use this to get bigger scoops. So I'm using 200 grams. There we go, 200 grams. That is a hot oven. Oh my god. Local man discovers how heat works. Do you think that's a headline they use when like cavemen discovered fire? Cavemans? Cavemen. Oh my god. You think I'm a fucking caveman? Holy shit, chat. Don't answer that. You're not allowed. None of you are allowed to answer that. And then we want 300 grams of plain flour, by the way. Maybe a little unk. What do you mean? What do you mean, maybe a little unk? Alright, I guess. That's fine. Okay. I just use a good sprinkle of salt. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. That's a song. That's a song from somewhere, and I don't know where. Bicarb soda. You guys know what that is. 1/4 teaspoon. Then you want 2 teaspoons. This is a half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not do 4 teaspoons of baking powder. This is half of a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. That's different. Obvious. You guys should know about that. You can all do your math. This is the microphone that I use like while I'm actually streaming, by the way. And the only way that I was able to get things set up today, because I don't have like a lav mic, which I really want to get eventually. I've just had to drag everything over here. So, we still don't have any eggs in the picture yet. The eggs aren't in the picture. The texture that we're kind of looking for at the moment is almost like a sand. I've told you guys that I like did a business class once, right? I didn't go to business school, but I did do a business class. This is a notable distinction. And I find this very funny because it exemplifies why I would genuinely be an awful businessman. Oh, you have 56k followers on TikTok. When did that happen? Oh my god. And I'm sitting here baking cookies on a Wednesday because it's my day off work. I should be locking in, chat. I should be making funnier videos. I should be funny. Okay, so there's this thing in Australia. It's called the ASX stock market game. Exhilarating, I know. It's from the From Software devs. It's the sequel to Elden Ring. Bam's back! Thank you for the hydrating. Not adding eggs. You want to get 2 large eggs. That's 1. I go for free range eggs. It doesn't cost that much more than normal eggs where I'm from. Stay there. Stay there. Thank you. Oh! You do not want to do that, or you get too much egg in there. I'm sure all of you know about this one, but you can actually use the shell of the egg to get eggshell out. Bam, dropped a new song recently. You'd all better have listened to it. If you haven't, fake fans, I love this song. It's one of my personal favorites. I know this is an exhilarating stream, and obviously... there's more fucking eggshell here. Get out. Get out, you prick. Also, oh, you don't seem to be creaming the eggs very well. You don't cream eggs. It's called whisking. Have fun creaming the batter. Why are y'all talking about creaming constantly? Not everything's about creaming things together, you know? I'm just gonna look at that and like, there's absolutely no way there's enough egg there. Generally when it comes to baking, this is a common issue where I'm like, cool, that is not enough. Absolutely not. Which Generally, I try my best to kind of avoid the horror of that feeling and going like, cool, we're doomed, chat. Shit. You guys didn't see that. I don't know if that even came up on camera. What are you saying? Shit, I never finished the thing about the stock market. I studied in a business class because I thought it was about starting a small business. It's not. It's about how many orphans can you kill per second, basically. And how much you can charge for that service. But they went, cool, what if we told you about the stock market in a way that isn't just, it exists, and it's dog shit and boring. What we're gonna do instead is that we're gonna give a bunch of children fake money, and then we're gonna get them to make fake businesses, and they're going to invest in the stock market. The stock market values were all based on very real, businesses. And it was basically a copy of the actual Australian stock exchange. Enter me and my brilliant plan. So what you'll have is that they go, cool, make a little business. You want to make something? Make something. The business that I proceed to make is Tunnel Snakes LLC. I just saw the OddSok cream stream. No. Needs more mixing. Just sitting here fucking over my cauldron and shit. Cauldron type beat. Anyway, yeah, so I made Tunnel Snakes LLC. That was my business. And the main thing that I did with Tunnel Snakes LLC was that I only invested in companies related to tunnel boring, and also trains. Within a week, out the fucking gate, I was broke. I was genuinely dead broke. Alright, I think we're getting this about as far as I can get it to go. It is quite crumbly. That is intentional. It is intentionally a very crumbly dough. We want it to be crumbly, we want it to be dense, and we want it to hold its shape quite well when pressed, which it does. It does do exactly everything we want it. Now, I have been preheating the oven this whole time. I want to eat the batter. That's a good point. Bam, if you're listening to the stream currently still, now's a good time to come and eat the batter. I wonder how long that message is going to take for Bam to, hear that and then go, oh my god, that was...
This chocolate is fucking massive.
That was the goal. Alright, can you give the thumbs up to the camera there? We have approval, so we're good to bake. I'm fucking scared, chat. You may remember that we have preheated the oven with the tray inside it. That's a technique that basically is kind of like a pizza technique, but we're not doing pizza. So this is gonna be hot. This is gonna be really fucking hot when you grab it out of the oven. Please do not burn yourself. I am not responsible for you. I'm not your father.
Oh my god!
Exactly, I was just establishing the same thing. Parchment paper or baking paper, the one that doesn't burn. You guys can figure that out yourself. And here's the one unique thing. I have a cookie dough ice cream scoop. And then I grab a scoop of this one. The opposite of Darth Vader, you are not our father. That'd be crazy if someone in this chat didn't know about the Darth Vader thing. Oh, Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's son, father. Alright, this is the bit that sucks spooky. Gotta wait for it to bake. I am actually going to do a slight variation, because I've definitely already fucked up. One of these cookies is going to be the cookie that I show on camera, and it's going to be super fancy. And it's going to have a bit of flaky sea salt on top. This is me deviating from the recipe. I'm deviating from the recipe because I can do whatever the fuck I want. I love free will. Alright, I'll bring this over so that you guys can actually... This is the moment that you see shit and drop the fucking thing. Please bake with the next 20 minutes because I get off work, then we'll have to leave stream. Oh, shit. Here's the cookies, chat. And they're going in the oven. Yeah. The stream just fucking dies. Alright. Problem. That is gonna take 7... And now we just wait for 17 minutes.
This is my lunch.
Oh. The stream just fucking froze. Alright. Yeah, so, important part of cleaning is putting things away. Please, when I send to get the towel off the stove. This towel? Don't worry, the oven's on. That's foreshadowing for the fire bit I mentioned earlier. All of these burners are completely off. God, that's a fire hazard. Yeah, if you're stupid. So it's a fire hazard for you. I'm actually quite a good cook. Would you say so, hun? Yeah, I am surprised. I can cook. I've cooked basically every meal. Oh, where does the oven vent to? Fucking. Oh yeah, you can see that. Shit, yeah, you can. Oh, I almost took my fucking mask off. That was almost bad.
Don't do that.
What do they call it? Of-in. When you of-in the out food and hot in the out the eat the food.
Yes.
Yes! I don't think odds oven vents. It would be sus if it did. Shut the fuck up! That's it. Chat, we're killing this guy. Oh my god. I'm surprised that the eyeliner's held up. That's a toast smell, right? You can smell burning toast. Alright, one sec, chat. Oh, thank fuck. I was like, do not tell me that this is the one stream where I gotta burn everything. I'm just asking the chat if they can smell burning toast. If you can smell burning toast, OddSok stroke stream. Welcome to the stream, Lydia. It's great to have you here. I am not having a stroke on stream. Okay, so what are the streams this has apparently been? It's the OddSok creaming stream.
I wish you hadn't said that.
I also wish they hadn't said that. The OddSok stroke stream.
Why?
Because I can smell burning toast.
Okay, that sounds.
It's not that stream. We're not doing that stream. We are not doing that stream. You guys want to see something fucked up? I just start loading a bunch of dry papers onto the oven.
I finished making my lunch. We got the segmented Paddington plate. We got big section of fruits, and I just had a protein shake, but we got some cashews for extra protein, and then we have a stack of buttered toast.
What have we been able to wrap up today? We've got the baking stream. We got the cat cam on stream. Bam's shown up on stream. We're not doing a creaming stream. We're not doing the cream stream. Shut the fuck up, chat. That would be an insanely clickbait title. Could you imagine those like fucking reaction channels? I have really strong beef with reaction channels. I'm sure everybody does. But like at the end of the day, 99% of it is just taking someone else's content and just going, "Whoa, that's fucking crazy, man." That's just it. That's just actually... reaction channels are just commentary channels, but without substance. You wish they called Sloppy Joes anything different? Yeah. We are not calling it a rigid Joe. Shut the fuck up. That is vile. Penguin Zero going to address the OddSok reaction channel situation. Dude, the second Moist Critical starts reacting to my shit, I know I've made it. Actually, no, that's generally really bad. Oh my god, the OddSok reaction situation is crazy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned off Twitch because I think reaction streaming's kind of just fucking lame, actually. But also, I'm really pretentious. I'm aware of the fact that I can be a little bit pretentious, or a little bit, at least a little bit precious. OddSok, the streamer famously known for talking about creaming on stream. I'm glad that I'm taking my glasses off. Okay, now I need to finish my fucking thought about me being a pretentious loser. I'm quite pretentious about making videos, and I'm quite pretentious about the outcome, and I care a lot about the outcome. So I guess when I see reaction channels, a lot of it to me is heavily motivated primarily by just sheer volume. It's like, there's a guy, I can't diss him too much, but like, Best Trends, that like, the top 5 Fortnite YouTubers who've sworn. He pumps out so many videos, and they're all exactly 10 minutes long, so he can get as many mid-roll ads as physically possible. And because of that, he just kinda, it's clearly like financially like lucrative, you know, it's super, it's very incentivized. You know how I edit. I try and keep it as minimal now because otherwise I get super perfectionist about how I edit. And like I can take so long to edit. I'm fucking awful for it, really, chat. Obviously, you know, I barely make any content. On top of, I don't know, having cats, having a job, anything like that. A lot of you probably know my standards for streaming are quite high. Bam's just grooving in the background, by the way. Is there anything you want to share on the topic?
I'm eating a kiwi.
The microphone, once again, has almost fallen off. This is such an ominous... Ominous? Perilous. No, I got it. Oh, important question from Noi. Do you eat the kiwi skin as well? She does not. I can't read shit. Fuck, I've made so many cookies. I have no idea. I've made so many cookies. There's 5 there, and there's like at least... Is that like 15 cookies? Maybe 20? Oh shit, I'm doing more cooking in this fucking hellish kitchen. Chat, I need to be fucking shot. I can't say that anymore. Can't say that anymore. Say hi to Bam. Okay, I'll say hi. OddSok truly realizing the folly of his situation. Yeah, that's accurate. All right, cookies done. Chat. No, you guys need to lock the fuck in.
Oh, those are massive.
Yep. These are the cookies resulted, chat. Look at that. Look at that one. I am capable of baking. Get fucked. I'm gonna put my glasses on after that. Because maybe I'd actually like to be able to see them like in person. Odd, I can see the imprint of the burner on the bottom of the bowl. Nah, you just know that they're not solid in the middle. Yes, that's because they've just come out of the oven. And also, we do want them to have a little bit of a softer center. You want a gooey center. If you don't, I think you need to reevaluate your opinion on cookies. And I think we need to reevaluate your position in society as well. That's why you guys should vote for me, OddSok, to be the next president of the United States. Oh, fuck, hydrating. Thanks, chat. And I think I'm actually going to wrap the stream. Because it's just me putting things in the oven more and more. Thank you for the hydrate redeem, fucker. I don't mean that. That was so unfair. That was so unfair. I'm sorry about that. Ah! Microphone finally fell off, chat. When did this cat get in here? 1 minute. We finally got the catastrophic fuck up. Right at the end. All the prophecies are coming true. Okay. Jesus Christ. Let's... Alright. Yeah, no, this is the angle that I'm going to be working with. Just holding on to this one. Just with my shaky ass fucking hands. Twitch is telling me to make you lose the glasses. Please don't. I'm wrapping shit up right now. I'm holding I'm gonna need to fucking put a filter on this one, and it's just gonna be that fucking scene from the Batman. You know, where it's just like, every day that Batman does not take off his mask, people will die. Fuck it. Alright, everything just fell apart. I'm out of water. I'm not refilling it. Shut the fuck up. There's a cat. There's a cat. One fucking minute. Come on. Alright. Wait, you really do look like the Riddler. I've got the jacket. I'll change my next sub goal to not doing an OddSok cosplay, but just me OddSok doing a cosplay, and I'll just do a cosplay of the Riddler, and I'll just have the fucking full gas mask and everything. It'll be crazy. Alright. This has gone... The baking's gone really well. Fuck, it is hot in this kitchen. I look awfully disheveled. Let's maybe not commit to any more goals until we've made everything else you promised. Yeah. We did just crack a bunch of them off, though. We got the cat ears. This is your moment. Take your fucking screenshot. Jesus Christ, it's fucking hot. Oh my god. OddSok firing range stream could happen, though. Could. Can't afford it. Absolutely not. Nothing anytime soon. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep baking cookies. I've made the mix. That's the interesting part. So, total tally for today, we have dropped 1,096 frames. End stream runtime, 1 hour, 50 minutes for me to do a 20-minute recipe, or a recipe that I could do within 30 minutes on my own. Current temperature of my kitchen, 5 million fucking degrees clearly. Bells still jingling. Oh, and last one. Eyeliner's weirdly holding up. I don't know what else to say. I genuinely don't know what else to say. If there's anybody who has any last minute questions or anything like that, now's the time. Am I coming back to making more streaming content? I'd like to. I do have a job, obviously. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Will I wear eyeliner in future videos? Quite possibly. I like how it looks. Plus, I'm a little bit fruity. We've been over this before. Odd, you have pretty eyes. Thank you. Where'd you get that? Did you get that fucking from this angle? I look like a fucking ghoul. They're like melted chocolate. Melted chocolate that you can get in these fucking cookies that I made. Right over here. You can't just say perchance. I can say perchance as much as I want, and I can do whatever I want forever. And will I come back to doing more streaming stuff? I don't know. I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be doing more streaming. I don't know when I'll next be able to stream. I don't know when any of this... I don't know when any of it's going to come back. I know that I want to edit more. I want to make more short videos. I want to do a bit more general recording content. And that's primarily because I actually really like making videos. That's kind of why I get so shitty about reaction content, because like I care so much about making videos. I care about the cinematography aspect of making videos. I care about making content. And we're working on it, basically. The end of an era, truly. I want to stream more. I'm still gonna stream. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to go back to weekly streams, because I gotta work. Like, that's just how it is. Not every Twitch streamer has a gazillion dollars. Not every TikTok micro celebrity has like 6 Bugattis. We've been over that before. You know, we've been over it, chat. We know exactly how that is. We know exactly how it all is. Honestly, say what you fucking want, but like, kind of a fit, right? It is actually a cute outfit. Thank you. Time to fan art this. I love every piece of fan art. I actually keep every piece that I have ever received up to this point saved in a folder on my computer. And I look at it when I feel sad. No, I look at it every now and then periodically. Because I think it's always nice to appreciate and respect everybody who's done amazing work like that. Other than that, Ash said she likes eyeliner. Thank you! Oh my god! Stop. But no, thank you guys very much. I hope you all appreciate the shaky ass camera. And every day that Batman does not reveal his identity, people will die. I'm a man of my word.